can't even believe it started in January. It was almost just the new year, and now we're in June. So half the year has gone. As they say, as we get older, time seems to fly faster. And more than ever, I think we want to make our lives and our time matter. And today's video, I'm sharing some of the biggest lessons that I've learned the hard way. Little truths that I hope will help you live more intentionally and more peacefully. I have my notes with me, and just didn't want to forget anything. These are the things that I remind myself actually most of every day when I wake up, because these lessons have served me throughout my life. And here's what I've learned. So the first one is, don't make big decisions when you're exhausted. Fatigue clouds everything, so your judgment, your patience, even your hope. So what I do is that if something is really tugging at me and big, I feel like I feel this pressure to make a decision. That's a sign that I should stop. Like, it's a big enough issue that I feel like if I'm tired, I need to take a break. Sleep on it is really a good thing. And rest first, decide later. And I've thanked myself countless times for that. It could be things that are pressing, that are maybe political, for example, that you feel like you want to deal with it to close it, and you feel that pressure in the moment. And it's always served me to distance myself from the situation, take a pause, sleep on it, and the next day I kind of like, if that's still the same thing, or if that's still the thing I'd like to do, original plan, then I'll do it. But otherwise, then I'll just, sometimes the next day has given me enough perspective to deal with this issue. And definitely don't make big decisions when you're exhausted. Sleep on it is a good thing. The second one is, say no early and clearly. This one really resonates with me because I find it very difficult to say no to people, to requests, friends, family, for example, and dragging out a maybe really drains your energy. Usually when you want to say no, you can feel it in your gut. So if it's not 100% yes and you want to say no with kindness, but say no firmly. As they say, no is a sentence, like full stop. So the third one is, review your beliefs and your shoulds. So I think this one could even be like a whole video in itself. All of us, a lot of our beliefs are inherited from culture, society, family, etc. And we kind of work around these beliefs and feel like we're trapped in a box. But really not beliefs we've chosen. As we evolve in the world, we kind of have a different interaction with the world, and we should question these shoulds because they're quite limiting, and really ask ourselves, does this still serve me? Does this still make sense? And I think just starting from there will free you from shackles that's been holding you back. Fourth thing is, always ask why. For some reason, I've learned this. I never really did learn this growing up. I felt like I just, in our family, kind of accepted what was given to me or what was told. And sometimes I feel like in my gut, this is really wrong. And I'll kind of carry that burden for a while, but I've never really thought to ask why. Always, maybe because I'm just thinking about it right now, I thought that asking why makes you seem difficult, like you're challenging things. But really, what I've learned is that asking why puts you in a place of strength. It helps you make conscious choices and not automatic ones. So the next time you're confronted with something where you feel like it doesn't make sense or this is not clear, then you should really ask why. And you deserve the answer to that question, and you do have the right to ask why. The next thing, which is related to number 4, is speak your mind. This is another thing that I've been sort of struggling with till today, and I'm actually really happy to have a YouTube channel where I can speak my mind. And I think it's why it's so attractive to me having a YouTube channel, is to have a platform and sort of a community to speak with, and kind of my opinions. Silencing yourself really eats away at your confidence. I've done it for so long. It builds resentment. It doesn't make you feel good. It really does eat up at your confidence. And you matter. That's the thing I tell myself now. I matter. My voice matters. And I can change things by speaking up. I have the power to do that. And when there's moments in my life where I feel like you can't really say that, or I can't do anything about it, or just grin and bear it, I stop and I tell myself, you're powerful in a kind way, that you don't have to, you know, push people, but it in a kind way. You should be kind to yourself. You can't speak your mind. It is just what assertiveness is all about, is letting people know how you feel. And that's not selfish. That's just really expressing yourself and voicing your opinion or what matters to you. Um, Next is fail fast. Guess this is something that is so important to learn. I think a lot of people are afraid of failure, and stops them from trying, like starting this YouTube channel, take a leap into early retirement, and other things I've done in my life. I feel like I would have started more things. I would have started sooner, had I really understood the meaning of fail fast. I think this is something that Jeff Bezos from Amazon has talked about. Kind of like, you make a decision, you usually don't really know 100% if it's the right one or the wrong one for that matter. But what gets you going is knowing that you can fail. And if you feel that it's not working for you, then fail fast, meaning you can always change course. You can stop what you're doing, you can do something else, but at least you tried it. So never be afraid to try. And I think one of the things that will help with that, or at least has helped me, and I'm still, all of these things I'm talking about, I'm still kind of trying to learn and apply in my life, is to fail fast. Like if it's not working, I can always adjust course, but at least I'm not left wondering nor waiting. The next thing is, and it's related to fail fast, is that you can change your mind. So you're not stuck. It's okay to shift. Even if you said yes to people once, you can say, hey, I changed my mind. Sorry, but maybe not even say sorry, I don't know, but you can change your mind. And I know sometimes when I've committed to something like a plan, even though like committed to it like once before, and then when the time comes, I feel like, so busy right now, and I feel like I can't do that anymore. I kind of feel guilty, like I've given them like a yes response, but really, you can change your mind for decisions big and small. And again, that's power, and that's your right. And the next one is won't be bullied. So people may push your boundaries. If you're not speaking your mind, for example, and it's on you to hold the line. Peace really often comes from protecting your space, and you are responsible for protecting your space, for holding the line. And once read, and I'm not sure, I'm trying to remember from whom, but I think it was Jefferson Fisher, another YouTuber who I follow, and I love his advice. And he said that if you're holding the line and keeping boundaries for yourself, sometimes you feel people getting annoyed at you, they're not as friendly anymore, etc. But that actually is a good sign. That means that you are holding the line, and they're understanding their boundaries, and they may be reacting to it, but that's theirs. What's yours is you are protecting your space for your own well-being. And number 9 is privacy is your right. So you don't owe everyone access to your life. and you have to curate your circle with care. I is so important. For me right now, really do want to surround myself with people that are positive for me. I have really good friends who I feel I trust them, I can grow with them, and they're never press me for anything. If I feel like I don't want to talk about anything, then that's my right. But if I want to share with them, that's all perfect. But there's no pressure in our friendship, and there's real respect. And I love chatting with these girlfriends of mine. And I think, yeah, curate your circle with care. So, and I think that's part of living a good life is being intentional about how you spend your time and who you spend it with. I think I'm blabbing along here. Yes, so hope these things are helpful for you. Again, none of this came to me overnight. Really taken years of mistakes and reflection, especially now that I'm in early retirement, where I have more time to reflect on things, notice how I feel, more aware of that. And it took a lot of courage to be able to do some of these things and to implement them in my life. But if you take one thing away today, let it be this: it's never too late to live differently. It's never too late to live differently. You can change, you can begin again, and you really don't need anyone's permission. Anyway, I'm excited in my early retirement journey. I really feel it's a new beginning for me in so many ways, and I really hope that um, is helpful for you and that you can connect. So don't waste your life, choose it every day. And if this resonated with you, I'd love for you to subscribe. I talk about slow living, life after 40, and embracing a simpler, more intentional life. Thank you so much for being here.